Hello.
Hello, everybody. How's it
going?
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay. All right. Today,
I'm not existed in the video.
what we're gonna do is make a burrito for lunch, because this is our last lunch episode,
Yes.
our part 3 of vegan lunch ideas. And this is a really easy, where's my little lens? There it is. This is a really easy kind of lunch, or you could even have this for dinner, recipe to make. I'm going to be using chili that I made this morning, but if you don't have chili, you could always use a can of black beans or kidney beans or any kind of beans really, but chili just kind of adds a lot more flavor. I'm holding this watch, so I'm just going to
Do we have the recipe for the chili somewhere?
Yes, we actually did it in another live video. So once it's done processing, I'll put that live video in the description so you guys have the recipe to make the chili if you want it. Something that you can make ahead of time and then just have as like a chili with rice or potatoes, and then you could also have it on another night or in a lunch as a burrito. So yeah, so we've got that, and then back here, I'm gonna have everything kind of set up over here today, so I hope you guys can see. Hello. I'm making a cheese sauce, a queso dip. I love Mexican food. Can I just say that? Like, I could eat Mexican food probably 4 or 5 times a week and be okay with it. So just, you know, disclaimer, because all of this is going to be very Mexican-y and something I would eat at all times. So I'm gonna make a queso dip with cashews. If you're allergic to nuts, or, ooh, me too, I know, it's so good. If you're allergic to nuts and you don't wanna use this queso dip that I'm gonna show you how to make, which again, I will leave a recipe in the link below for how to make it, then you could always use like a soy-based sour cream if you want, but if you can have cashews, this is so good. Like, it's so good. In a burrito, it's good. It's great on enchiladas. It's great with just like air-fried potatoes. It's very versatile. It's good on a salad. So all these things I'm gonna show you, you can have lots of different ways, but I'm gonna put it into burrito. And then the last thing I'm gonna show you how to make, 2 more things, is a really easy pico de gallo with just some green onions, tomatoes, jalapeno, cilantro, and lime. And then I'm gonna show you how to make kind of fajita style, what's the word? Onions and mushrooms. And normally I would put a bell pepper in there too. I just don't have a bell pepper, so feel free to do this without. So let's start with the onions and the mushrooms. This is really, I keep looking over here because Chris is over here. Hello. This is a really easy way to make like no oil fried onions and bell peppers. I love this method, so I'm gonna show you that first. So the thing that you need is a non-stick frying pan, and you wanna get it nice and hot. So I'm gonna bring this here and start it up so that you guys can check it out. The most important thing about doing this, I feel like I'm kind of repeating myself because I've been making these like no oil, either green onions or white onions for the last few like recipe videos that I've done or videos that I've done in general, but they're really good, so I've been eating a lot of them. So the key is to make sure that the nonstick pan is super duper hot, and a great way to do that is to just take a little bit of water in your hands and sprinkle it down on the pot.
Which we'll show you in a second.
Yeah, I'll show you.
It's so
it's
cool. I actually like it.
And then once it sizzles, then you know that it's ready. And it's really crazy to think that you could brown onions or brown peppers or green onions without any oil and have them taste good, but they're so, so good. So you just want some kind of wooden spoon to go with you.
I'm just gonna move these butters from there.
Of course.
From the heat, you know how it goes.
So I'm gonna sprinkle some water on, and it's starting to sizzle. Okay, I'm gonna do it again because I realized.
This is the fun part.
Okay,
of
let me try it again. Okay, you
of
ready?
This method.
Okay.
I hope you can see it.
I don't know if you can see that, but maybe you could hear the little sizzle.
Yeah.
That means it's ready. So I'm gonna take this, and like I said, you could use bell pepper, that would work really well as onion. I don't think I'm gonna use this many jalapenos because I like it spicy.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's a little
And I don't know if you guys noticed, you probably did, but basically Michelle's a little bit out of breath. And we don't know if we're going to show up next Monday because it's any time now.
Yeah, anytime now. And as soon as I start talking, I just can't breathe. But anyways, so I've cut up lengthwise some onions in here and then chopped up, sliced some mushrooms as well. So I'm going to throw all that in.
Should we put some garlic into it?
Yeah, we totally could. I didn't think about garlic, but that's fine. If you want to slice the garlic and then put that in there.
Sure.
Yeah.
Really quickly, yeah.
So then I'll bring it closer so you can see what I'm doing here. The key then, once it's nice and hot, is to just keep stirring, like constantly. You don't want it to stick. And actually, if you had like onions and bell pepper and garlic, for example, I would put that in before putting the mushrooms because the mushrooms have more water in them. And that was kind of a mistake that I just did, but it's still totally gonna work. And I have a couple pieces of jalapeno in there, and that'll work as well. And so you just keep this on, I've got it like on a medium-high heat, and you just keep stirring until they begin to brown. Chris is gonna throw in some sliced garlic in there, and it's gonna be so good. And this is a really easy way to have, you know, like fajita-style burrito, or if you think about, in the title I said like better than Chipotle, because I really think it is better than Chipotle. The last time I ate at Chipotle I got kind of sick, and I think it was because of the oiliness of this kind of mixture right here. So you'll see as things begin to brown up here, they're really nice. The mushrooms add a little bit of moisture.
It is truly amazing though that this is like no oil, and look, it's gonna, it
Yeah, it's
turns
browning just
exactly the same like you would do it with oil.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter which oil, they're all like frying things, but this is amazing. This will save you some calories and
Absolutely.
some health as well. It's
Yeah.
still fried, but
Yeah, it's still fried, but you're really saving on empty calories from oil. So great idea. If you saw a recent video that I did making an Indian curry, I did the same thing with green onions. So if you don't have white onion, you could do this with red onion. You could do it with a green onion, spring onion, whatever you call them, wherever you're from. And yeah.
you also have this cool effect of like the steam comes in, you know what I'm saying? So it's like kind of like, oh man, this looks so good. And the smell is always
it smells
amazing.
great.
Yeah.
Onions and garlic and mushroom, like you really can't go wrong with that smell. Okay, so I'm almost done here with this step. And I'll let you, can you just do one more close-up so you can kind of see what the finished product is? Of course, you know, you don't want them to burn, but to me, that's good. That's totally good. What do you think?
Yeah, I think that's good.
So I'm gonna turn the heat off, and I'm gonna let those just kind of sit there for a bit.
They're still gonna fry.
They're still gonna cook a little bit. While you're here, let's just show a close-up of this curry. Chili is what it's called. And I used chickpeas today because that's just what I had. Oh yeah, how about I show you what it looks like? And so it looks not very chili-ish, but it still tastes very much like chili. You could do a kidney bean in there if you wanted. So that's what we're gonna use for our filling. And then let me show you how to make the queso dip. I've definitely shown this in a lot of my videos because I do really enjoy having it in salads, with potatoes, in burritos, on enchiladas, like all those things. So let me show you how to make this. And the recipe that I'm gonna show or leave down below, it actually is, it's called Day 1 of my 7 days of healthy eating plan. And the recipe for the queso dip is at the very bottom, so just know that. So I'm taking 1.5 cups of soaked raw cashews, and I'm gonna drain them now. And the reason you soak them is just to make sure that they're gonna get nice and creamy, and they also have some enzyme inhibitors that come off when you soak them. Then I'm taking, without a little piece of garlic skin, 3 tablespoons of nutritional yeast, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1/2 teaspoon of cumin, 1/2 teaspoon of smoked paprika. If you have smoked, it makes it so much better. You could use regular, but smoked really.
But if you don't have a smoked, you can actually use like a smoke liquid.
Liquid smoke, yeah.
Yeah, like a liquid smoke, and you can definitely use it for a lot of different dishes if you want to have the
Yeah,
smoke.
if you do have
I'll show you
liquid
in a
smoke,
second.
you could also put it in your chili, and that really provides like a really smoky taste. Or you can put it in this queso dip.
So that's how it looks like. If you don't have a smoked, you can have smoked pure liquid, and this is also providing some kind of a nice smoky flavor. But don't do it too much though.
Yeah, you only want like a drop. It's like overpowering. And then 1/4 teaspoon of garlic salt. And then I have just heated up about 1 cup of water, like boiling hot water, and I'm gonna just do like 1/2 cup at a time to get the right consistency. So let me get that real quick.
Okay. And I'll talk to you guys about nothing, because she already came.
Okay, so I'm just gonna take the hot water. The recipe calls for about 1 cup, and for me that always seems to work, but my sister made this recently and she said that she put 1 cup and it was too watery. So just, you know, a little bit at a time. Hi Nay, how's it going? Okay, so of course I'm gonna be loud. Of course I'm using a Vitamix because
And of course I'm gonna dance.
I always do. So I started with a half a cup of hot water, but I'll probably put some more. So just start it low. More water.
Just in case. We did this once. We don't want to repeat this ever again. We have like this explosion. Go in. Delicious. I will tell you a story, but you won't hear it either way, so.
More water.
Do we have a right temper?
You can see the consistency there. It's pretty creamy. And then you just want to get it to a consistency that's pretty creamy.
And also, like, if for those who,
So good.
who have no idea what I was just saying, I asked, do we have a right temper? Because once we haven't, because we have like a two different ends, the other temper is no more. And then things suddenly just collapse and explode on the table. Like
I made
don't.
such a big
Which
mistake.
part of this was that breakfast or something we did?
I don't know.
It was hilarious.
Definitely
it
one
was
of the
less
lives we did. I
quarantine.
made such a mess.
That was so good. And anyway, I just want to say one thing because you're talking, so you rest for a second.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna breathe.
You know, Michelle's making so much of Mexican food, and we were just like loving it. I actually had a first time Mexican food. No, that's not true. I had it in Poland. But anyway, what I want to say, I didn't like cilantro at all whatsoever, like none. If I can even taste a small part of cilantro in the food, I'll be very upset. So, and then suddenly, because of the diet change, because I became more like a plant-based diet person and stuff, and I can like shovel this thing in my mouth.
Don't shovel too much because I need that for the recipe.
I'm just kidding. It's so good. I love it.
But you know what? I've actually heard a lot of people like that. They can't stand cilantro, and then they kind of change their diet to get a little bit healthier, and they suddenly love it. But I don't know if it has something to do with cilantro is really good for heavy metal detox, so it's possible that has something to do with it.
That your body might need it or something like that. Yeah.
I don't know.
Anyway, let's continue.
Let's continue. We're gonna make the pico de gallo now. So I've got one green onion chopped up here just into little rounds. Oh, you know what I wanted to do here was a crushed garlic. Can you just grab me one more garlic?
Okay.
And I'll just put the rest of the ingredients in while I'm doing this. So then, no, we're so crooked, but I don't think we've been straight from the beginning.
Great.
I'm gonna put in probably about a quarter cup of cilantro. And then I'm gonna put jalapeno, not necessary, but I like spicy, so I put maybe like a quarter of a jalapeno.
You like spicy?
I know. I say that every single time. And then I'm gonna put about a small tomato, like a Roma tomato in there. You could always put more of whatever you like and less of what you
crush
don't.
it?
Yeah, you can crush it. And one garlic clove in there crushed. And then as much lime juice as you need to kind of make it a pico de gallo kind of form. So I'm gonna try with a half of a lime juice first and see how that goes. Thank you, love.
That looks beautiful.
Yeah, and this is like something you can make
Sure,
really
guys.
easy and fast. Like I've shown you a
Check
mango
this out.
salsa, I've shown you our regular salsa, so I figured this would be a really easy kind of third salsa to make. And then just a pinch of salt in there. That was a little bit more than a pinch. Hopefully we'll be okay.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna take a spoon and then just mix it around. And that's that. Of course, you could chop it more finely if you don't like the cilantro in large pieces. But to me, that's good. And that would be the same, like if you let it sit a little bit, I'm gonna put a little bit more lime. It'd be the same little kind of marinade that you would get at Chipotle, like with one of their little
Yeah, it's
salsas.
delicious, and it's really like if you're looking for like this restaurant-y taste, like that you always ask for, like, hey, can I have more salsa? Because normally people will call it like, salsa, but it's a pico, right? It's a pico de gallo. Correct.
Would call it
because
salsa.
we call it salsa.
Okay. So then as far as filling, what I've got going here is just some red cabbage, more jalapeno if you want, spring mix, and cucumber, but you can put really anything in there. I'm gonna take a tortilla, and again, any kind of tortilla that you want. If you wanna have a whole wheat tortilla, probably would work better if you have like a burrito sized tortilla, which I don't have.
The problem with the big ones is like, okay, so we found these ones in Costco and they're organic. And they're small ones. So the flour, this is the flour one, right?
Yeah, they're not the healthiest, but
that's
there's
fine.
lots of
But
options
like,
that
but
you can
you kind of try to want to get, you know, as much organic stuff as possible. So we have a choice. We can use non-organic big one or organic small one. I love big ones. I think that they're just amazing because it just put so much food in it.
Yeah, it's true.
But again, choice of non-organic, organic wins here. So I said, okay, let's do this.
Okay, so I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna heat it up on the gas stove.
And the price is right.
You can show that if you want.
What?
You're just like in your own live over there.
Yeah, I'm like
okay, so
living it.
If you have a gas stove, I think this is a really easy way to heat up your tortilla. You know, be careful with your hands, and don't
if not,
put
just
it...
use a torch.
If not, you could always just put it in...
we should try that. Should we try it?
No, we shouldn't. In the microwave, or you can use tongs, which I have, but I just prefer to use my hands. So just be careful if you use this method. And then I just let it bubble a little bit.
Yeah, you'll see like it's like bubbling slowly.
Yeah, and it just slowly
and then
browns.
it's getting the chrome.
Yeah,
color.
and that's good enough for me. Can you grab me a plate, love?
No.
And then we can show how we're doing this. I also made some rice ahead of time in the rice cooker.
Sorry.
So I will put that in hot.
A plate, yes.
Yeah, plate. Thank you. So I'm going to start with rice then, and then you can just...
Where are we?
I'm just going to show how I'm assembling it. Obviously, assemble it however you like. I've got brown rice going here, but you could use like a quinoa, or I don't know, any kind of grain that you really wanted to, buckwheat, or instead of a grain, you could put potatoes in there. That would work too. Like even if you have like plain mashed potatoes, or you have some cubed sweet potatoes. I'm going to take a little bit of the chili, put it on there, and then I'm going to use my onions and mushrooms that I had. This is going to give it lots of flavor.
I so want one right now.
I know. Well, it will be for you. And then I'm going to put a little bit of my pico de gallo. I feel like this is going to be difficult to close. I've been a little
it's too much.
overzealous.
Yeah.
I'll put a little bit of red cabbage. I love red cabbage. The crunch just really makes everything to me.
And it's good for you.
And then a little bit of spring mix. There's no way I'm going to close this. And some cucumber.
And 5 hours later, it was like, oh, let's call it volcano.
We'll put a little bit, you could always just have this as a salad if you're making the same mistake I am right now. A little bit of avocado in there.
This a little bit is very mischievous.
Okay, and then the last thing, of course, I probably should have put this down first, like on the tortilla, but who cares?
Yeah.
I don't. Then I'm gonna take some of this queso dip and just put it right onto there.
Oh,
and then
check this out.
we're gonna pretend that's not overfilled and try and actually close it, which I don't think it's gonna happen.
No, it's not gonna happen. But let's try it.
Okay.
We need another tortilla. Make it sandwich.
Okay, that's not gonna close. But you get the point, yeah?
Yeah.
I need a safety pin.
And safety pin included in your food.
Should I cut it in half?
No, I wouldn't. I would
Okay,
just eat like
you just
that.
gonna eat it?
I'm gonna eat it like that. I don't mind.
So it's
Well, I
way
do
too
mind,
big, but you know, you get it. If you had a bigger burrito, that'd be perfect.
Somebody left were like, oh, amateurs.
So good. Come on film so they can see your reaction.
No,
So good.
that cheese, you guys, it's like the best ever.
So good. So
Like,
yeah,
If you know how to make anything, like, you know, burrito and stuff, I know.
you have cheese on your face.
But then,
You don't care?
no. Then, the cheese is the key of the whole thing. It's like,
Yeah, it really makes a
and then
difference.
pico de gallo.
Yeah, because like I know like when I first went vegan, the thing that I struggled with the most was cheese. Like, okay, this is good, I can handle this, but like where's the cheese? Where's that creaminess? And something like this really makes a big difference. Again, if you're not into nuts or you're allergic to nuts, you could use like a soy, like a Tofutti brand sour cream. Or if you don't want queso dip, you could use cashew sour cream, which is just cashews and water and a little bit of lemon juice and salt. Same thing that I did just in the Vitamix there. So either one would work just fine.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, so that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed. When this is finished processing, I'll put those recipes for the chili as well as the queso dip down in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you soon. The next ones we're gonna do are for dinner. We'll do 3 dinners. So if you have any dinner ideas that you want to see us make.
So since it's 11 a.m., we will eat dinner in the morning. That's gonna be delicious.
We're pretending.
Yeah,
let us know down in the description below. Hopefully we'll see you next Monday, unless I'm giving birth before then, and then I'll just let you guys know. So we'll see you on Wednesday. I've got a giveaway in my Wednesday video, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, I can't breathe, so I'm gonna go.
Enjoy, you guys. Please like and subscribe because this really helps our channel. I'm gonna be the sell pitch now, and please comment because comments are also very, very welcome, and we answer to every single comment. Well, she. I'm just reading and enjoying it. Enjoy, you guys, your day, and we love you. Thank you so much, for
watching.
joining us.
Have a good one. Bye-bye.